Mom finds 6-year-old alone with driver on stopped bus. Prosecutors say man targeted girls as young as 4. Prosecutors say Thomas Felser sexually assaulted multiple young girls on his school bus. In Waukesha, Wisconsin, a Wisconsin school bus driver is on trial accused of sexually assaulting young girls on his route. Thomas Felser, 63, faces 11 felony charges, including first-degree sexual assault of a child. The jury trial began Monday. A jury of 14 was seated, including 7 men and 7 women, 2 of whom will be alternates. In opening arguments, the state pointed to video evidence collected from Felser's bus, saying it proves the accusations against him. This case is about a bus driver who was entrusted with the safety of the students, and instead of getting them safely to their destination, he preyed upon them, Waukesha County District Attorney Vivian Morris said. Felser's defense attorneys set out to poke holes in the state's evidence. The video in this case most of them are ambiguous or just flat out not showing what police believe they show, defense attorney Craig Powell said. The first surveillance video was shown in court Monday. The mother of a 6-year-old victim said that she became concerned after tracking her daughter's bus app, noticing the bus was staying in one location. She drove to the bus's location and found her daughter alone on the bus with Felser. I was just talking to her about her day a little bit. Sometimes we do that, Felser said in the video. The video shows Felser and the young girl walking to the front of the bus where her mom picks her up. The mother says she called 911 minutes after the exchange. He was like a deer in headlights. When he looked up, you could tell his eyes were wide open, and he took a deep sigh and said to me, he was scared, the mother of the victim said. She said her daughter also appeared to be scared. I could see her fear. I could physically see her heart. When I looked through my rearview mirror, I could see her chest, and it was beating. And I had strong suspicions that something had gone on. I don't know to what extent, the mother said. Pewaukee police obtained weeks of video evidence from the bus. Prosecutors say the surveillance video shows Felser sexually assaulting 4 girls on the bus. One of the victims is just 4 years old. Monday, the state also called 2 Pewaukee police officers to the witness stand and a worker for G.O. Rightway, the bus company Felser worked for. G.O. Rightway suspended Felser immediately following his arrest. Felser was a teacher in the school district for 37 years before becoming a bus driver. He taught at Pewaukee High School and Asa Clark Middle School. The trial is expected to last until Friday. All right, first of all, the fact that he was a teacher for 37 years before this is terrifying because who the hell knows how many students he pulled into a side room or kept behind for how long for whatever reason. Secondly, even if the cameras on the bus don't capture anything on their visibilities and stuff like that, that doesn't mean nothing happened. And give me one good reason a bus driver should be alone on a bus with a 6-year-old, a 4-year-old, or a child in general that is not theirs. Because I don't see a good reason for it outside of them being family, and I'm pretty sure this guy wasn't family. And the fact that he even admits while giving the child back to her mother, we do this sometimes. He legit just admitted to temporarily kidnapping children at his leisure. So I don't see how a comment like that could even cross this guy's mind. That being said, the other comments on uh, this post, they're all exactly what they should be. All these people talking about wood chippers, guillotines, and nooses got nothing to say about the Trump Epstein. Man, don't. I didn't realize I was gonna find a comment that was disingenuous, but hey, that was the first one on there. I like the wood chipper comment. The EU POS. Did Jeffrey Epstein and Donald Trump have a school bus on their Caribbean island? That's hilarious. We need to bring back public hangings for child molesters. I agree with that. He could be the next GOP president. I love that comment. It's hilarious. It's terrifying that we can make that comment, but the comment itself is hilarious. Trash needs to be in jail. Bro needs worse than jail. Well, I guess, yeah. See, as a parent to a 2-year-old right here, and it's my wife and I are already scared of daycares because daycares, especially in Oklahoma, they don't have the greatest of reputations. So that's why we have the dynamic that we do in our home. Sending her to school is going to be scary enough because of how many activities happen, whether it be or whether it be, and I. It's not fair that she has to go into the world having to be prepared for and have to worry about things like this, and especially when we keep getting it caught on camera like this. And granted, again, the videos that are being submitted aren't showing direct evidence of what he's being accused of, but again, how are you gonna, what kind of excuse could you possibly have to be on a bus alone with a child that's not yours, be on a bus with a child that's a student that you're supposed to be taking home, and how are you going to admit that you do this sometimes with the children? That is, no, there is nothing appropriate about this, and there is no way, no reason this guy should get any sort of leniency on. uh, like, the people who made the comments that were defending him are the people who in fact would have done the exact same thing he did, if not worse. So it's it's just disappointing. I don't want to have to send my daughter to school having worries like this. And granted, she's only 2, so there's another 2 to 3 years that we don't have to send her to school yet. But I mean, these situations just keep getting worse and worse and more out of control, and I don't see it calming down anytime soon. And 3 to 4 years is not as soon. So be vigilant, protect your children, monitor them as much as possible without invading their space and their privacy. Just protect your kids.